Hi guys, I'm coming live here on Facebook. How are you guys? Okay, so as usual, this is our weekly affair where I'll be bringing on entrepreneurs who have done relatively well during the coronavirus crisis. I know we are going into what we call a recovery period, but at this point of time, what we would like to do is we would like to also celebrate entrepreneurs who have been able to innovate. We all learn on how did they manage to pivot and profit during this crisis. So what I'd like to do is for you guys who are here, okay, type on the chat, say hello or say hi so that we know that you guys are here with us. Because I'm going to invite two amazing young entrepreneurs. Okay, hi, happy Friday. So I'm going to invite two amazing Malaysian entrepreneurs who are doing something very different in the industry. They are what we call social entrepreneurs, social enterprise. Oh, nice haircut. Thank you so much. Yes. Finally, things are opening up. Yeah. Oh, hi, Willem. All right. Hi, Natasha. Yes. Hello, everyone. So what I'm going to do today is this. I'm going to invite two amazing entrepreneurs who do well by doing good. Now, what do I mean by that is they build a business which is not prioritizing profit, but they're prioritizing their purpose as the main reason the business exists. However, they are not what we call a charity home. This is not a volunteer work. This is a business. So we call this a social enterprise because what they do is they build a business that serves the community. And most importantly, they rely on no one giving them money, but they build a business model out of it that allows them to sustain on its own. So what I'm going to do today is this. I'm going to invite these two beautiful lady and this handsome guy, this handsome gentleman on board with me. And then we're going to have an amazing conversation for an hour. If you guys have any questions, please type on the comment box. I can see you guys. Yes, Kaho, where you cut your hair. We will talk about that later on. Okay. So I'd like to invite both Amanda of Mini Hero and Kelvin of Green Hero. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Nice to meet you
Hi,
all.
everyone. All right. So the beautiful lady is Amanda of Mini Hero, and the handsome
Hi.
gentleman is Kelvin of Green Hero.
Hi, everybody.
So we have two heroes in the room.
So coincident, right?
Yeah. So they did not start together, right? So they are separate business, one from KL, one from Penang, happen to call themselves heroes because they truly are, right? This is the business exists because they are here to be a hero to a certain community. So I'd like you to start first, Amanda. Would you like to share a bit about Mini Hero?
Okay. Mini Hero actually started since last year. Actually, last year, May. Right. Mini Hero actually it's an online platform that connects the donors and the unfortunate homes. Unfortunate homes like old folks home, orphanage, and disabled home. So we practice 100% transparency. Of course, also we bring convenience to the donor. Because you see, donor normally, if you would like to donate, right, a lot of time you need to go through the whole process to do a donation. Like you need to go and buy the goods and you need to deliver to the home yourself. And sometimes you won't know what the homes really need, right? So we are a platform that connects everybody together and make sure that there's no wastages. Yeah. Right. So this is what we do. It's an online platform.
All right, cool. How about Kelvin? Do share with us a bit about Green Hero.
Okay, Ken. So we are also almost similar to like Mini Hero. So what we do is that we are also an online platform that helps F&B businesses to reduce their food surplus by selling them cheap by going happy hour online. So let us take for an example, bakery. So if you go to bakery, right, have you ever asked yourself what happens to the bread after 9:15 p.m.? So of course, the most common answer that most of the bakery would give is that they would discard their bread on a daily basis. So why throw away this bread when this bread are still eatable? Why not help these F&B businesses to sell their food surplus at a happy hour pricing with delivery provided to the customers. So that's what we do. In short, we help to reduce food waste with the concept of happy hour. Yeah.
Okay. So you both run a very interesting business. One, Green Mini Hero is about connecting donors to the charity homes, and for Green Hero is connecting F&B to people who need it rather than wasting it. Right, give it to those people who need it, the homeless. Before I get you guys to share strategies and all, I'd like to know your story. How did you even come up with the idea of Mini Hero and Green Hero? So Amanda first.
Okay, how we started this idea is because actually all this while, right, we have been doing a lot of social activity, social work. Like we will go to a lot of old folks home, orphanage to help them out, not only to do donation, but also we will go there and help them to clean up their place, see whatever that they need us to do, then we will do. But over time, right, we noticed there is one problem. Most of the time, the homes will get a lot of donations during the peak season. Like, for example, Chinese New Year. People tend to be very, very generous. Hari Raya, people will tend to do a lot of donation during that time, right? So they will pile up with things that sometimes they don't really need or oversupply. Everybody will think that donating rice, they definitely need it, but the problem is everybody have been donating rice. So it's definitely a wastage to them because they don't have a proper place to store their things as well, right? And very limited space. So things will, you put it outside and let it spoil. So this is the problem that we saw. And then also at the same time, we also noticed that sometimes, have you been to like kopitiam, right? People come and ask for donation. So we notice this when people ask for donation, do we really trust them or not? Sometimes we think twice when we want to do the donation, right? Like,
Yeah.
are they really the real one, or are they really, or it's a con job? They just come out and ask for money,
Yeah,
right?
it's like
So
you are a gift, but you don't know whether are they even real, right? Is
yeah,
this
yeah.
yeah? Been hearing so
Yeah,
many stories. Yeah.
that's right. So that's why, because of all these things, and we noticed that, hey, why not we build something that can connect both parties, so that people have a ease of mind to do the donation, and they do not have to trouble themselves to go through the whole process when they do donation. Because donation, you need to go and buy, you need to go and send to the homes, right? And a lot of time we tend to be very busy, so that will not be our priority, right? So when we build this platform, we think, okay, people actually they have the good heart to do it, but it's just that they do not have the time to do it. So through our platform, everybody can do it all the time or whenever you want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
So
why we started.
so I hear your story. You saw that you're going to charity homes. You felt that, hey, why is it that during Chinese New Year everything is packed, but like a time right now nobody's even there, right?
Yes, yes. They have
Yeah.
they have peak season and off peak season. Yes.
Yeah. And then you also saw that in, when you're in kopitiam, when people can ask for help, you wonder, no, I want to help, but is this a syndicate? Am I helping them or am I hurting them? Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yes.
what was the pivoting moment that got you to say, okay, I want to get into this business. I want to really make a difference to the entire society, because you are doing well. No, I know you, Amanda. You're doing well in the insurance business, in the financial services business. You are a manager of a huge company, right? And then what was the moment that you say, no, screw it, man, right? I want to come and do this. I want to make a real difference to the world.
The main reason is because all this while I have been in the society for so long, right? I've been with insurance industry for more than 14 years. Yeah,
Wow.
so have been doing all right. So after a while, I was thinking, why not? I need to do something to contribute back to the society, right? And
Wow.
then also at the same time, my sisters, we get together and with a few partners lah. So we talk about these ideas, and that's where the whole thing started. Yeah.
All right. Very cool. How about you, Kelvin? What were you doing before? No, and then what was the story that got you to really kickstart this entire business?
Okay, so what inspired me was that back in 2017, I still remember that my partner and I were walking down Victoria Street in Penang, Georgetown. So as we walked down that street, we saw a waiter. He brought out a black garbage bag and was put beside the bin. So as we walk past by the bin, usually when people see sampah or smell sampah, it'll be like, yeah, stinky, stinky. But for us, we were attracted to the smell. And when my partner and I were attracted to the smell, I asked my partner, why is it strawberry smell? My partner said that they could spray air refreshener on a garbage bag. And I look at him, are you crazy? Why would they want to spray an air refreshener on a garbage bag? So we both argue, and I said, never mind, let me go and check the bag. So when I walked closer to the bag, I opened the bag, my jaw just dropped. I couldn't believe what I saw. What I saw was all the good pastries in that bag, all the good croissant, the cronut, all the good bread. And I asked myself, how can this cafe just throw away those good pastries? When there are people out there who struggles to meet end needs, when there are people out there who is only eating one meal per day, and when there's people out there who is in hunger, why are we wasting food? And this keep on questioning me. And when I got home, I couldn't sleep the whole night. And I asked myself, I asked Google, what are other countries around the world do to tackle food waste? And the result came out was France, Hong Kong, and UK. They were doing great things over there. And I asked myself, what if I can bring this and implement it in Malaysia? Can this be done? And that was where the whole thing started. So in short, it's that the inspiration comes from the Victoria Street when I saw the waiter wasting food. I don't know how to say wasting food, dumping away good food just beside the bin. And I got back and then I Googled it up, make some research, and that was where how it all transpired. Yeah.
And that time you were still a student in a university, or were you already working?
2017, I was still a student, year 2 student in District College. Yeah.
Okay. And then you started a business while you were a student.
Yes, that's correct. So I started it as a student. At first, I do it small scale because I have never run a business before in my life. So I just run it small scale, test it out, test the market. But surprisingly, the students were supporting the idea of getting food from us because we are way cheaper than a cafeteria. Yeah.
Wow, inspiring. Really inspired to hear both your stories. You guys are all about how do you contribute to this society. So I'd like to hear from you next, Amanda. No? How was life for Mini Hero before the crisis? Now, what were you guys doing?
Okay, as I mentioned, right, we started since last year, so we are still very new. Actually, we are still in the midst of building our website then, right?
Okay.
It took us some time to build the website. So we started off with doing a lot of corporate CSR. We help the corporates to do their CSR because, as you know, most of the corporate they need to do CSR or they will do CSR. So we help the corporates to do CSR, like we help Guest Malaysia. Yes, so this one, Guest Malaysia to, this one is back to school campaign, end of last year. We help them to provide 150 school bags and shoes, socks, and uniform to the unfortunate, the orphanage. Right, so these are the campaigns that we have been running, and then the next one will be Kuku Malaysia. We help them to refurbish a orphanage home. So we built the cabinet for them. We help them to paint the whole house. So they are very, very happy with that. So we are doing a lot of offline work during before the MCO. Yeah. So this is what we have been doing. So, and also at the same time, we also go for every weekend, every Saturday, we have been going to weekly community service. So as you can see from the video, we have been doing a lot of this kind of weekly community service. Maybe we can have a look at the video first. Yeah, these are one of the community service that we will do every Saturday. Yeah, so we will go to different homes every week. Like we will go to old folks home, orphanage. Like for example, we go to orphanage. We will, of course, we don't call it orphanage. We call them children's home lah. Right. So we go there and accompany them and teach them some skills and play with them. Sometimes they need love more than things, right? So that's why we choose to every week we will go to different homes to see what's their need and try to accompany them. Yeah. So this is what we have been doing before MCO.
And you've been doing that every week. Every week you'll be going to children's home to support them and to help them.
Yes, every Saturday. Not only children's home, we will go to different homes. Like sometimes we will go to old folks home. Old folks home normally they don't really need they can't play, right? So normally we'll go and talk to them, comfort them, and sometimes we will help them to clean up their place, depending what's their need lah. Mm.
So it's one thing to go once a while to be able to go there and give, but you guys are doing it on a weekly basis. Do you sometimes
Yeah.
feel like this is work?
Not really. Actually, we look forward to go for our weekly community service because
Wow.
even volunteers, we have volunteers have been calling us. Hey, when are you going to resume your these services? Because I want to join. They so people are. You say when we go for this kind of service, right? You will feel very how to say. It's very comforting when you go there and help them. Yeah, yeah. It's very
Wow.
satisfying.
Wow. It takes a lot of love to be able to do that. Yeah. So for you
Yeah.
guys who's listening to this right now, right? If you can feel the love by Amanda to the children, to the old folks home, right? Right. You can type that you want to join. We already have someone who's Chris Yap is saying that he wants to join. Yeah,
Yes,
Peter.
yes.
Yeah.
Please come
Guys,
and
share
join us.
yeah, how you feel, man. Doing it on a weekly basis. It takes a lot of heart to do that. Yeah, so kudos to you, Amanda.
Thank
Yeah.
Yeah.
you. Do come
Yeah.
and join us.
Yeah, I personally joined them once, and I felt that it was not easy because a lot of people just go to an old folks home or an orphanage. They just put the food there and then they chow, right? They leave. But when I went with them, I still remember we went to a what was that? The that
It's
place was
an
yeah, it wasn't an orphanage, right? It was
old folks home, is it?
yeah, and I felt that what you guys were doing was amazing. You guys what I was doing there, it was I was being a part of the group that was dismantling the entire cupboard, cleaning the entire cupboard, and then assemble the cupboard again. Then took all their food, threw it away. Some of them we had to throw it because it was really gone past expiry date,
Expired.
right? And then I saw CEOs, entrepreneurs within this owner circle community. Some of them were there together with me. Some of them, big bosses, they were cleaning the fan. I still remember Andy Lee was cleaning the fan, right? And it wasn't easy. It was crazy. It was damn tiring. Yeah, I still remember after that we went for lunch. After I went home and sleep because it was so tiring. And
Yeah,
when I'm
yeah. Sometimes it's very tiring, but it's fun.
yeah, but you guys are doing it on weekly basis. So guys, if you guys want to join me and Amanda next time round to go for one of the volunteers, to be one of the volunteers for one of these homes, that there I also want to join. Right. And then we'll let you know the next time round when Mini Hero is organizing this. Okay. So now
Yes.
to you, Kelvin. Kelvin, how was life before the crisis, before the lockdown?
Okay, so life before the crisis was always up. It's always we have always been seeing the number increasing. There's sales coming in every day, and we are able to see that helping the merchants to reduce a lot of food waste and channeling more meals to more people. That was life before the MCO. It was great, but not until after when the MCO implemented. Yeah, as you can see from this slide, before MCO, right? If you can look into this statistics is came out by the News Straits Time. So it says that we in Malaysia, we waste at least 3,000 tons of food waste on a daily basis. To put in the relevant context, it shows that the amount of food that Malaysia wastes can actually fill up the whole population of Penang for at least 3 times a day. So if let's just take an example, if 14 states in Malaysia is able to sponsor or even able to channel their food to Penang, we Penang will be so thankful that we don't need to pay a single meal. The food that you guys are wasting, we can get it for free. We can just go out and ask for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast for free. This is how much food we are wasting on a daily basis, and this is crazy. Yeah, and yeah, so live before MCO, it was so great because we have so much supplies of surplus for us to clear off, and also help merchants to get their income, because all these potential food like they throw every day, right? Like for example, the bread, the sushi, the food that they can't sell finish at the end of the day, they are throwing away their potential income. So if we're able to assist during their happy hour, at least they can earn something from their so-called food waste. So in short, life back then was tremendously great, and it's been helping them a lot to reduce food waste on a daily basis. Yeah, and if you go on to this slide as well, in Malaysia, of course, there are some people ask. I do see some comments on Facebook. People ask why Malaysia are still relying on landfill and not incinerator. If you look at these statistics, right, it shows that Malaysia, our waste in the landfill consists 45% of them are actually food waste. You have to know that you cannot burn a wet waste, because if you burn a wet waste, what happens is that you wipe out the fire. So that's why in Malaysia, the number one waste isn't plastic, even though plastic is highlighted a lot. But the number one waste in Malaysia is food waste, followed by fabric waste, and after that, plastic. That's why we really need to put in a lot of effort to really reduce this food waste. Yeah. So we've been helping a lot of them. Our supplies back then was way a lot. Yeah. Then if you move on to the next slide. Yeah, so these are the types of food that we actually help all the F&B merchants. So these are in KL, Shah Alam and PJ. So we help them to clear off their egg tarts, their cakes, their bread on a daily basis. All right, so that they don't waste all of this food. To the next slide. We also have these breads as well. And another one on the top right picture, if you see it, it's actually banana smoothie. So this is an activity that I want to share to you all. If you go to any fruit store market, try to find a brown basket or a blue pail below their store, below the table, or even behind their cashier. If you find them, try to take a peek into the basket and look into it. What will you see? Back then, what I saw was that all the overripe banana. And a fun fact for overripe banana is that if the banana is too black, like overripe, it says that it actually gives you more antioxidants and also help you to prevent cancer. But a lot of food stores, why they are discarding all of these overripe banana is because when they display their banana, the overripe banana on the storefront, it will leave a bad impression for most customers. They say, yeah, why this fruit store is selling so ugly banana? Better don't buy from them. So that's why most of the fruit store, they will discard all their banana into when it turns black already, or when it turns very different color, they will start to discard away. But what we did is that we actually salvage all of this banana from the fruit store in Penang. We salvage all of it and we turn it into banana smoothie, so that we don't see these bananas are going to wastage at the end of the day. Because if this food is still eatable, right, why must we throw away to the landfill? Why not we innovate into something, let people consume it in a healthier way? Because I always believe that if good food is still eatable, we should eat it, not feeding to the landfill. You have to know that feeding the landfill cannot say thank you. But if you feed someone, give someone food, they can say thank you. So before you waste food, ask yourself, would you want to feed the landfill, or would you rather want to feed someone who can appreciate your effort? Yeah, and so these are the types of fruit, vegetables, that all these things that we have done it. This was incredible. Yeah, and next slide. Yeah. So live before the MCO. Yeah.
So I just want to help our friends here who's watching this Facebook Live to understand you guys better. When a restaurant, and I see you have breads, you have sushi, you have fruits. These are the typical kind of F&B that will want to work with you, because for breads, they can't tahan too long, right? They can't hold on too long. Sushi as well, fruits. Usually, when they list it on your platform, who's the one who comes and buy them?
Who's the one? It's a green consumer, green-minded people. So those green-minded people who don't mind food that looks not odd-looking shaped fruits, like for example, some tomato. Tomato is usually circle. Some tomato they may grow in an odd shape, and people would not want to buy them. But green-minded people, as long it's still eatable, as long it's still consumable, they will buy, because at the end of the day, all these green-minded people, they have already wired their mind that their mission is to reduce food waste and help to create a greener, sustainable future. So anything that is still consumable, anything that is still reasonable to consume at an affordable pricing, these people will buy them. Yeah, green-minded people. Yeah.
So you are like the FOS or the reject shop for the F&B business.
Can say something like that. Yes, especially fruits and vegetables. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So doing the MCO, what happened? So I'm gonna go to Green Hero first. Doing MCO, right? What happened to the FOS and reject shop for the fruits, sushi, and the bakeries? What happened to you guys?
Okay, so what happened is that during the MCO, our sales dropped so much, and I still remember that during the first few days of MCO, we have zero sales for 3 to 4 days. The reason to that is because the pandemic, the COVID-19, has actually a lot of F&B businesses actually closed down their operation, and also they don't accept dining. And in Penang, I would say a lot of F&B, even cafes, they closed for a few days to cope up with the new policies that have been set up by the federal government and also the state government. And when that happens is that when bakeries close down, when there's no sushi dine-in, a lot of these are affecting our supply. Why? It's because if you walk into any sushi outlet right now, you will see there's a lot of sushi on the sushi belt. So if those sushi are being sold at the end of the day on the sushi belt, they will pass it to us, especially during dinner time. They'll pass it to us and we will sell it cheaper for them. But if there's no sushi on the sushi belt, then there's no surplus of sushi for us to sell for them. And during the MCO time, there was no dining. We had zero supplies of sushi. And a lot of people ask us, hey, Kelvin, why you got no more sushi already? You're not selling sushi already. Hey, when is your next offer for sushi? A lot of people question us, we said, oh, so sorry, the shop don't do dining anymore. There's no surplus of sushi at the moment. I'm so sorry. And then bread as well, they also cut down their production by 200 to 300 of bread. They cut down so much of their bread output because most of the F&B owners for bakery, they read the news that a lot of people are scared to go out to buy bread. And most of the bakery, as you know, right, they rely on walk-in customer to actually to clear off to actually buy from them. So during the MCO, when people start to see all the restriction and all of these bakeries start to cut down their output by a lot. And our surplus dropped by 65% because, as I said, cafes are not operating. They no longer do dining, so they have no cake surplus. There's no sushi surplus for us, and only the surplus that we get on a daily basis are just bread only back then. And even vegetables also affected because there was a logistic issue back then. From Cameron Highland, we also couldn't work out, but thank God Lazada came in last minute to actually assist during the pandemic thing, which also helped us indirectly. So our surplus dropped by 65%, and that was crazy. I still remember that 1 week during the MCO, zero sales for 3 to 4 days consistently. I told myself that if this is going to happen until the vaccine is found, I don't think Green Hero will exist anymore. But thank God, I met Jonathan, which changed us forever. Later, I'll share that to you. Yeah.
Oh, why don't you share about that? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I still remember during the second week of April, I received an email from Faith. I subscribe to Faith newsletter. I usually don't open newsletter, but this newsletter, the headline was so catchy. So I clicked into it, I read about it, and it says how to innovate during the COVID-19 crisis. And this really touched me personally because because my business has been greatly affected, and I told myself that I need to register for this. And also, besides that, since I already know Mr. Raymond back then during the EO, he did share to me a bit about Owner Circle and been talking about Owner Circle, and to see Owner Circus has a good brand, a prestigious brand, and how they train entrepreneurs, I've always wanted to actually to learn what Owner Circus has to share for entrepreneurs. So when I see this, I sign up, and when I attend the class, I'm telling you, the class is way awesome. The tools that he put up, it's so great, and I never regret. And when I joined the free class, one of the case study that he shared to me that really touches me the most was that the mythology. So of course, mythology, they sell through experience, all right? Like when people dine in and then they serve the customer through experience. But to see how he shared the story of how mythology actually convert the business by doing a live video, okay, like the roasted siu yolk, and to see that the tea life going for DIY toolkit, and then to see the chicken also as well, the toolkit as well, to see how business leaders, right, innovate during this crisis inspire me. I thought that during this crisis, a lot of business were just okay lah, maybe take a rest lah until they find a vaccine, go chill with this year, let us just forget about success and all this. But to see when he shared this case study, it inspires me that a real entrepreneur never quit even when something hits them, but rather they will go hungrier, they will think smarter and harder on how to overcome the crisis. And when I heard all of those case studies, and when he shared to us the blueprint, the free blueprint, I was like, wow, I think this is something that I need to join. And I know that I'm pretty sure when I use this blueprint and also blueprint in the CIS, it could inspire us to actually create something out of it. And when I attend the class, I still remember when I attend the class finish, it took me 4 days to plan out everything and revise everything. And that was where our business operation changed forever. So if you go to the next.
Nice. Share with us how do you innovate? Yeah.
Okay. So how we innovate here, right? So since Green Hero, right, we're looking back into our strength. So one of the Jonathan teaching is that he made us realize that we need to look back at our strength. What is our strength? Of course, Green Hero is a green company. We have been reducing food waste ever since when I started this business. And also at the same time, most of our customers are all green-minded people. And also at the same time, our strength is that we have a lot of F&B connection, like to sushi shops, bakery, to fruit store. We have a lot of their connection, and we have our own in-house delivery as well. And if let's say we don't have enough drivers, we also outsource to Lalamove and also GoGet to actually assist us in delivery. So when we look back into this, then after that, Jonathan highlighted another one on the second day, talking about reinforce. So when I look back, what is something that I can reinforce in my business that to make my business strong? When I look back, I said, hey, since I know a lot of F&B partners with me, right, why not I become a food delivery platform like Grab or Foodpanda or Delivery out there? But I want to be, but we need to be different. We don't want to be the same as them. So how to be different is that that's where Jonathan came out with the X factor. So how then I put that, okay, fine. Since we already be doing happy hour all the while, we need to be cheaper than what Grab is selling or Foodpanda is selling. We need to be cheaper than them. And also not just that, we also need to, we also brand ourselves as the #1 food delivery social enterprise platform in Penang and KL. Because you don't see any other social enterprise platform is doing food delivery during the pandemic. So we label as that. And also at the same time, we also minimize our packaging, our plastic packaging, so that our green-minded people will not feel so guilty when they order from us. And we also one weakness Grab and one weakness, not the same Grab, one weakness for those food delivery platform out there is that they cannot do mix and match. So what I mean by mix and match, later I'll share to you, is that you only charge one delivery charge. So let's just say 5 ringgit, you are charged 5 ringgit, you can order from multiple source outlets. Yeah, and that's the winning thing. That's the X factor. And and also the next one is the pivot to market. So this is the blueprint that John shared to us. I filled the whole thing up, and that was where, like, who's our market? Of course, definitely right now, since we are not doing the food waste, since we're not selling food surplus anymore, our market is shifting. Our dream 100 customer is actually end consumer, those who like to order from home. Yeah, so we no longer focus on the green market. Why we no longer focus on green market? Because these are not surplus food. We don't want to affect our branding, because Green Hero has been all the while reducing food waste. So what we did is that during the pandemic, we created a new brand, all right, that like a subsidiary. focus on
Okay.
alcohol. So why we do this also because we don't want to manipulate our customer, saying that hey, suddenly Green Hero selling this food. You see, they are not reducing food waste already. And if we continue to if we continue to use our customer to buy this food at when it's not surplus, we will lose our followers. And when we lose our followers, our branding will be greatly affected. So that's why we
Yeah.
created a new brand. So we don't mix and match. Yeah. So if you go
So,
on to the next slide.
so you repurpose whatever strengths you have, and then you build a new brand.
Yeah, we built a new brand subsidiary.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because the reason to do that, as I said, is we don't want the brand to be conflicted. Like because Green
Yeah.
Hero has been always reducing food waste, so we don't want it to be conflicted. So yeah,
Yeah.
so this picture, as you can see, these two are the most demanding product during the MCO. Yeah. And the one that helped us to get into 10K was the ice cream. The reason to that because ice cream has the highest margin. So and during the MCO, no one is selling dessert, and we just bashed the market by saying, hey guys, if you are is anyone missing? Is anyone? I still remember what we write. Are you staying at home and missing dessert? Yeah, so we did some headlines over there. Then we just sell it off, and yeah, these two are the most demanding that help us to hit the 10K. Yeah, the 10K challenge. Yeah. Okay.
I always wonder, why is it that during the lockdown, right, many people were craving for ice cream and cakes because we have another student, Cake Taylor, right, Eddie?
Yeah.
They were doing well as well. So why do you think people were craving for ice cream and cakes? Yao Yao was also doing well as well. The frozen yogurt. Why?
Yeah. I think people miss the outdoor environment, so maybe ice cream will give them the pleasure to feel that they are imagine that they are outside eating ice cream, maybe or maybe eating dessert. The imagination part, lah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's more like people can cook at home, but then most of the time they don't make ice cream at home, right? So they will buy it.
That could be
Yeah,
one.
possible. Yeah, highly possible. Yeah. And
So,
this
so
is
if
you guys as well, right? The cakes.
Yeah, so this is our Easy Store website. So back then our orders were so much, and I feel that we need to automate our business because whenever we post it out, there's too many things, all manner. People have to WhatsApp us, then we need to get back to them with the ETA and all. So what we did was that since Easy Store and Exabytes were our partner, so I gave them a call. I said, hey, you have any special package for social enterprise or not? And they give us the special package for Easy Store. So we use Easy Store to actually to run all those like cakes. If you move on to the next slide, like sushi. So all of these things are made to order. So you need to order before a certain cutoff time to get it at a dedicated delivery timer. So yeah, these are all made to order. Yeah. So we use Easy Store to automate the business to cope up with the scale. The reason to that is because if you can automate your business, to scale your business would be great. Yeah, there's no limit to it. Yeah. So these are the few things as well. Dim sum as well. We have it, sliced cake. So people, if you are hungry, you can just go in there, order any food you want with only one delivery charges. You will not be charged 2 or 3 delivery charges. So it's only one, and that was our X factor as well. Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. Okay, cool. So let's go to Mini Hero. How about yourself? I know you guys, the moment you see whatever Green Hero is doing, it makes you hungrier, especially 3:30 is a tea time. Right? Okay, how about Mini Hero? How do you guys innovate?
Okay, for Mini Hero, right? Because as I mentioned before, we still on offline stage. Our platform is not ready, right? So I still remember on the 16th when the government announced that 18 we will be having MCO. So that's when we already started to panic. How are we going to continue our business? Because we got the platform is not ready. To be honest, actually it's ready, but we are waiting to test run it. So by then we immediately decide, okay, why not we just launch it? We don't care of course, it's not that we don't want to test run, but we don't have the time to test run it. We need to bring something out, right? So that's when we launched the platform immediately on the 17th to the public. And then also at the same time, we was thinking everybody, MCO, everybody will busy preparing for their own living. Like for example, they are busy buying their groceries. I still remember the last 2 days, right? All the supermarkets are packed with people, right? Everybody will be busy buying their own groceries, doing their preparation for the MCO. So who will care about the homes? So that's when we started this campaign to help the homes as well, which is called the Survival Kit. Yes, that's the Survival Kit. So we started this campaign to help the homes. So each homes, depending on the number of people at the homes, 10 packs will get one survival kit. So we launched this campaign, and the response is pretty good. A lot of people have been doing, and thank God our website is running very well. So even without the test run, right? So so the survivor kit. So after the survivor kit, then what's next? We also have no idea what's next. So after that, I attended your class, John's class, which is the CIS, right? So we attended John's class. Then we have thought that okay, it's time to pivot. It's time to look into something else, because at this point of time, to only help the homes is not enough, right? So that's when we started to pivot our business. We start to help the hospital instead. You see, during that time, a hospital are talking about, before that, the previous one. So the hospital are lack of PPE. So immediately we try to source for PPE, and we launch the help the frontliner campaign, right? Maybe we can have a look at the video first, the next one. Yeah, this video, just a 1-minute video.
Platform that connects unfortunate and the donor. Currently, at this COVID-19 critical moment, we also connect the donor and the hospital. We are running a campaign which is called Support Frontline Hero. You can donate the PPE to the hospital to help the frontline hero that is working very hard to protect our nation. You can go to our Mini Hero website. You will ask why the hospital they are unable to source for their own PPE. I called up to the hospital. They mentioned government hospital only allowed to get from local supplier. The local supplier is already run out of stock, so it's import PPE from China. Our goal is to fundraise 150,000 to help the hospital. We still need your donation support because government hospital PPE supply only able to sustain them for the next 1 to 2 weeks. It's at quite critical moment which do not have enough supply. Do contribute a little bit. Do click into our website to have a look to do the donation.
Wow.
Yeah. So we launched this campaign to help them to source for the PPE, because immediately we call up some friends from China to ask them how can we import the PPE. Yeah, so we managed to get some PPE from the China, masks, gloves. Yeah, so we managed to get some, and we import them, because to be honest, before we get the donation, we already committed a certain amount of the stocks from China, because we have to import immediately even before we get the donation, because when they send in, they need some time to bring it in, right? So we committed a certain amount of to buy the stocks, and then they transport in. Then only we started the whole campaign. Yeah. So
Wow.
it was a really successful campaign. And also when we talk about, because we also look at other places, like for example, people that might not want to donate, but they want to have some fun. And we also started a campaign called Donate and Win. So we launched, it's not in the slides. So we launched the campaign, which is donate and you can win Dyson and you win TV. So people just need to donate 10 ringgit for a chance to win, right? So, okay,
Yeah.
as you can see, right? So this is the press release. We managed to get the press to feature us to talk about our campaign. So this is where we donated to the Sungai Buloh Hospital, right? And yes, then and also we managed to get some collaboration with some companies. Yes, right. So with Faith, we run a campaign with Faith to do the donate and win campaign for the Huawei P40 phone. Right, we just ended this campaign actually. Right, and also Coco Dry, Chiyu is a fashion brand, right? So Love Earth. So these are the campaigns that we have been collaborating with the companies to do this campaign. Yeah, after I attended the class.
Nice. Great job,
Yeah,
guys. You guys
yeah.
have done so well. So impressed by you guys. Yeah. So you're literally like the backbone behind the backbone. So we actually have someone who is asking a question. Kaho is asking Calvin, what was the name of your new brand?
Oh, the name of the new brand, it's called Mushin Store. Yeah, Mushin Store.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have someone who's asking Amanda a question as well. So why do you call what you do as a business rather as a service?
Okay, we are a social enterprise. We still are profit centered, but it's just that our whole platform is very transparent. Because normally, okay, I don't want to talk about the name of the NGOs, right? So normally when you donate to NGOs, you might not know how much really go to the needy, right? For example, I want to how to say it? I want to donate to a NGO. So you have no idea how much is their admin fee, how much is their operation fee, and how much really go to the needy. But our platform, it's very transparent, but still we are profit centered. Yes, so that's why it's a business.
Yeah. So share with us, Amanda, what's next for Mini Hero?
Okay, what's next? Okay, I understand that because our company is still very new, so we are trying to strengthen our brand. The next slides. Yeah, next one. Yeah, so we will strengthen our brand. Branding is, of course, as you know, branding is very, very important. Not many people get to know our brand yet, so people need to know that what we are doing out there to really help the community. And of course, secondly, we will hit on online marketing. And third one, the most important one is still corporate CSR. We try to help the corporate to run their CSR because a lot of time when corporate wants to do CSR, but they have no idea where to spend the amount of money. So we will go there and tell them, hey, look, these are the places that you can use your money and for good cause. Just don't simply spend the money just for the sake of spending it, right? So we'll go there and help them to do their CSR. Of course, we will expand our business to outstation lah. Yeah. So as you can see the next slides. So these are the campaign that we going to launch, which is I think it's very meaningful because people are talking about sustainability, right? So normally when we help a home, yes, of course, we can donate goods to them, we can donate money to them, but how long can they sustain? So this is the campaign that we're going to roll out, which is a urban farm. We're going to, like, for those homes that have a bigger piece of land, we can help them to build an urban farm in their homes. So in the homes, right, they can grow their own organic vegetables. So those vegetables, they can sell it. At the end of the day, they can get income.
And you
And
teach them how to do it? You teach them how to do it?
Yes, yes. It's very easy to do. Actually, the whole concept, not much work to do. You just need to seed them and then just water. The whole thing is automatic one.
Wow, I love this idea. So rather now you guys are actually moving up the ladder, the value ladder, where in the past you go in and you give them fish. Now you are going
Yes.
in to teach them how to fish.
Yes, yes. We try to move to this direction because at least they can sustain for long term. So like for
Wow.
example, for this campaign, right? If you get a farm at a home, at least every month they can get maybe 2-3 thousand income. So with this income, at least they can do a lot with this income.
Wow, I'm very impressed with this idea. If you guys think that this is a fantastic idea, type on the chat amazing. Right? I think this is amazing idea. Never seen this idea coming up before because very often business like yours, you focus on just giving fish. And that's how you started. You started by
Yes,
connecting people who want to give fish to them. But now you guys are stepping up the value ladder. You are coming in to teach them how to fish.
yes,
It's
yes.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the way so that they are able to fish themselves. Yes.
Amazing. Well
Nice.
done. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'd like to hear from you. How about Green Hero?
Okay. All right. So for Green Hero, definitely what is next for us, if you look from the slide, is that we are planning to expand to Malacca and Johor. If you may ask, why Malacca and Johor? Because these two states are the next two states that has the highest food waste in Malaysia. They contribute a lot of food waste as well. So we like to go in there, help the F&B businesses, and also for more people to actually save them at a good bargain. And yeah, and next as well is on the right, if you can see the 5,000 meal. So far we already distribute out 2,000 meals, and we're looking to distribute another 3,000 meal before Q3 ends. And we are going to do that through with Isaac and other relevant parties, and we are confident that we can hit it before Q3 ends. And if you look at the bottom left, it's more F&B partners. So what I mean by this is that there is still a lot of potential F&B partners out there that we are still reaching out. Currently, we are already accepting more and more and more. The reason to that is because we want to provide more varieties so that we can reach out to more people and also for more people to save different types of food on a daily basis. Right now, we have like sushi, we have dim sum, we have sushi, dim sum, we have vegetables. But what we're looking at next is a buffet. We're trying to tap into hotels. Trying like in Singapore, they have already done this where they only charge 10 ringgit Sing dollar, if not mistaken, 10 ringgit Sing dollar where you can eat all you can at their last call. And this is something that we're also trying to bring it into Penang and try to implement in Penang first. If Penang can done it, then we will only mimic it in KL. Because buffet is also one of the major source of food waste. And if we can do a happy hour for buffet, that would be great. So yeah, we're looking for more partners. And also to refer more entrepreneurs to Owner Circle. Why? Because I believe that what I think, why is because Owner Circles has changed me. And who knows, my friend are also in such crisis. They're looking for ways to get out from the crisis they are in. I believe that when they enter into Owner Circles, when they listen to John teaching, like I experienced it, I believe they can change their mindset, the paradigm shift to become a better entrepreneur and also to pivot to become a new market leader in such crisis. So that's why I would like to refer more because I personally experienced the change and I'd like to help my other friends. If I came across anyone who's in difficulty or anyone in crisis, I would definitely refer them to Owner Circle so that they can also experience the change. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Just to be clear, I did not pay him any money to say that.
Experience.
Thank you so much, Kelvin. I'm very curious, right? You've been talking about getting F&B partners.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, thanks for referring more friends to Owner Circle. I think we are creating something very meaningful here as well for entrepreneurs. A second question is this. My second question is, as you get more and more F&B players on to be a part of your community in Green Hero, won't the F&B players feel challenged if they come on your platform? What's going to happen is it's going to affect their brand because people now know that there's a place where you can get a cheaper price for whatever they are selling usually, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Compared to their normal price. Won't that cannibalize their main business? How do you kind of convince them to be a part of you?
Okay. Yeah, I forget to highlight that just now earlier. So if you go to our platform, right, if you go to our Facebook page, you can see that, or even our app, you can see that we don't actually brand where this food is coming from. We don't mention
Oh.
that coming from this sushi shop, this is coming from this bakery. We don't actually bring them. Because when I first started the business, a lot of this F&B asked me, if you are selling it cheap, wouldn't that affect my business? Why would people want to buy from me during the normal hours if they can buy from you during happy hour? So we got that a
Exactly.
lot during the early days. So we took the business plan, we changed the way we pitch, and that's how where we are today. That's how we get over 100 F&B members in Penang and KL. So we don't actually brand their name. If you go to our Facebook, you can see that we don't actually mention. But when you receive the food, I'm pretty sure you will know already this is coming from this restaurant, because if you have been eating a lot outside lately, you definitely know where this food is coming from. Yeah, yeah,
That's a
good
smart
one.
move. That's a
Yeah.
very smart move. Right. So what's next other than that?
Okay, next is of course in 2019 in 2018 when I was a year 3 student, I came to know about EO. So Z actually referred me to EO, and then when I joined EO, the Student Entrepreneur Challenge, and when I go inside there and experience the whole culture inside EO, it was so great. I feel like everyone in there could understand each other. Everyone in there could understand what the founder's feeling is or the entrepreneur feeling is. I feel like a family inside that organization. And the friends I meet and also create through EO is just so dynamic. It's just so awesome that I feel I want to be part of it. And that's why even right now in 2019 when I won the EO GSEA for Malaysia side, as a student. I created a lot of friends. When we go to Macau, we go to Singapore. Even until today, we are still keeping in touch, and all of us are dreaming to enter EO. To enter EO one day, and definitely our next milestone is to hit 1 million sales in the year by 2022, so that we can enter EO Accelerator. Then after that, into EO Malaysia. And Mr. Raymond, he's my coach, and when I was a student back then, he changed my mindset of how we should run a business. And also at the same time, it shows me that business can scale when you shift your mindset. When your mindset is right, when you have the right wisdom, when you have the right mentor, anything is possible. It's not at the end of the day, it's not about funding that helps your business to grow. It's about the mentor that you have and also the coach that you have that able to guide you from where you are today to where you want to become in the future. And Mr. Raymond is a wise guy, a great leadership, and I'm very fortunate that I meet Mr. Raymond that introduced me to all of this EO culture. And that's why I'm looking forward to EO Malaysia and soon the
Nice.
world. Yeah. And the
Nice.
next one is, yeah. Yeah. So, and also throughout my Green Hera experience, we are grateful that Tunku Zatasha, who's the Selangor princess, also, she also knows about Green Hero, and I was so happy when she says, "Yeah, I came to know about you all as well." And Tunku Zatasha is also a role model that I look up to when I was 17 years old, because when she was back then, when she was in the youth age, she has already started a food bank in Selangor, helping all the people at Lebah per mile. That was incredible. And also on the bottom, I also was fortunate to also meet Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus, the father of social entrepreneurship. If you believe most students in uni and college might have already read about him before, he's the founder for the Garmin Bank that provides small and micro financing to get people out from poverty. And also, TEDx organizer also invited us to give us sharing both in University of Nottingham and also University of Nottingham and also Ban Lepas. It was a great experience. And Hong Leong Bank, even until today, they have been helping us so much, providing us guidance, providing us the connection to scale the business, and their belief and their commitment to help this social enterprise to see Malaysia with a lesser food waste is awesome. And right now, we are integrating something we eat. This is all possible because Hong Leong Bank is behind our back, supporting us. And we are grateful that we came to know Hong Leong as well. Yeah. And
All right.
Yep. Yeah, and also the media. Thanks to the media as well for writing about us, and also to create more awareness that food waste is a serious social issue that we need to solve it and we need to address it repetitively. Yeah. And also I'd like to use this opportunity to also thank my team members who continuously believe in what we do, and also for their fast adaptation. When I told them that, okay guys, we are going to come out with a new brand. They didn't, of course, some of them were rejecting it at first, but after brainstorming, after discussion, after hearing the explanation from all of the team members, we quickly adapt and implement the new concept, which is the mix and match happy hour. All the team are agreeable, and that was how we executed in after John's class. We discussed for 4 days, and I still remember, I think 5th of May, that was where we execute the new business model from a new brand. And also thanks so much to the owner circles community. I also meet some new friends throughout the circles. We do talk with each other through DM, and it was great. And the people in owner circles, they are not just an ordinary people, but all the people in there, they are extraordinary. And every day they only wake up. I believe that every day they wake up, they have only one goal in their mind, is that how can they change someone else's life? How can they make more impact in a society? And that's what I feel in the owner circles community, and that's why if there's another course that John is coming up, I'll definitely want to go for it and to experience a new paradigm. Yeah.
So do share with us.
I actually totally agree with Kelvin, because I believe that who you associate with is very, very important, which I think Owner Circle able to provide a platform for all the entrepreneurs to share their ideas, to share their challenges, and how do we overcome it. I think this is a very, very good platform. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Yeah. And you guys are amazing entrepreneurs. I'd like to have Kelvin to finish up your slides, because I saw 2 more slides. Do share with us a bit more, because I saw Robert Kiyosaki here. There must be a reason why you put this up. And then I'd like you to end with, how, if someone over here who's listening to us right now on Facebook Live, they want to know more about Green Hero, how do they contact you? How can they collaborate with you?
Okay. All right. So the second last slide is that everyone can tell you the risk as an entrepreneur. Okay, if you're reading this slide, so why I'm putting up this slide, it's because back then during the pandemic, right, there were so many SOP, like you need to deliver between 8 to 8. After that, the shop also, there were many concerns and a lot of things being brought up. And my team says that, Kelvin, what if we get sued? What if the driver get fined? Who's going to pay for the driver? What happened if the driver got accident? And then what happened if the customer got affected by the COVID-19? There were so many things all being, so many questions being thrown at me by the team members. And I tell them that we can solve one by one. We just need to come out in an SOP. So if let's see okay, fine. If the delivery is between 8 to 8, and what are the things that needed for the driver to pass through the roadblock? Then I saw some news saying that they just need a letter from the company. So we prepared the letter for the rider, and that's where the delivery went smoothly, both in Penang and KL. They can bypass any roadblocks. And second was that, okay, if they want to do contactless delivery, we can do that. Then we have the SOP as well. And if let's say the merchants they are concerned about the drivers, whether they got their health check or not, then we can tell them that you can actually use a thermometer that you have in your store to always scan the riders before they take the food from you. So of course, there were so many risks back then, but at the end of the day, it's up to us to see how we can mitigate the risk. If we can mitigate your risk very smartly and very greatly, there will be a reward at the end of the day. That is how we are able to achieve the 10K in 10 days, because learning from what Owner Circus has taught us, so mitigating the risk, that was how we execute the whole thing. So this is a good share.
I love that you before you go on. I love that you selected this picture, because this lion, the way he look up, the way this is being black and white. It speaks so clearly about a life of an entrepreneur. Very often people see us as lion, but this is how it feels, right? In the darkest time, you have no choice to look down. You can only look up. Right? You got no one to talk to, right? You know that it's gonna be a challenging time ahead, but you just gotta psycho yourself that, all right, this is gonna make me stronger because you guys are lion. So one of the reason why I was very passionate about building this community and owner circle is because I know the journey of an entrepreneur is very lonely. It's not easy. You got no one to talk to. Very often you probably got one or two friends. Some of them they don't even have any friends at all. And this is the reason why this community is so powerful. It's a group of lions coming together to share how do they get through the toughest time to get the rewards together. Yeah, so I'm glad you're a true lion. Both of you are true lions.
Thanks to you, John.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks to Owner Circle.
Right. So do share with us a bit about Green Hero. Now, how do we contact you, and how do we keep in touch with you? How do we work with you? What are the people you are looking for? Because we have entrepreneurs, we have lions in this community, right? All of them are leaders in their business. Some of them are leaders in their market, leaders in their industry. How can we collaborate with you?
All right. So to put it short, for anyone who has surplus in their food, surplus in their outlet on a daily basis, like you make the food in advance make in advance in your surplus of it. Those are the people that we're looking at, because the reason why Green Hero is set up is because we want to help businesses to reduce their food waste and also at the same time to reduce their losses. And through this concept, we can see a nation with a lesser food waste, and also to see more people benefit out from this initiative, and we can see less hunger, less people who goes to bed hungry. Because at the end of the day, business owner can also can also partner with us to channel this food to anyone they want, because we also have NGOs connection. And yeah, so in short, we are looking for F&B business owner who have a surplus of food. That's what we're looking at. And how can you keep in touch with me? There's two ways. One is you can actually scan this. If you're looking at this from your laptop or from your desktop, you can actually scan this and it'll bring you to our page, and you can drop us a message over there. Or another way is that you can actually go to our website, www.greenhero.net, and you can communicate us with that, and we will do our best to assist each other to create a greener, sustainable future. At the end of the day, we have to know that having a landfill, showing food to the landfill does not add value to society, but feeding people do add value to the society. So yeah, I like to end with a quote. I have said that I do not want to protect the environment, but what I want is that I want to create an environment where the environment does not need protection at all. From me.
Well, awesome, amazing. That's very beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you guys you see any possibilities of working together with Green Hero, do contact them. As an entrepreneur, I think it is very blessed to be able to work with entrepreneurs who are building a business to solve a certain problem, and the problem is about helping an entire community. Like what you guys say, we do not have a poverty problem; we have a food waste problem, right? Okay, so how about Mini Hero? Your turn.
Okay, for Mini Hero, you can actually look out for our website and also our Facebook, right? I would like to ask whoever that want, you can come and join us for our weekly community service every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. But of course, now we haven't started this thing yet, yeah, because now it's still the CMCO is still on. Right, so when everything is released and back to normal, I will ask everyone to come and join us for the community service. And if you like to know more about our platform, you can go into our website, www.minihero.my. Right, so that's our platform. You can go in and have a look. It's very convenient and very user friendly. Right, and also at the same time, if you are attached to any corporate, or you come across any corporate that need our service, or you want to be involved in the urban farm, you can give me a call as well. Right, so or you can look into our Facebook. I will be in contact with you. Yeah. Right.
Awesome. So let us know when's your next volunteer work at one of the charity homes. I think as a community in Owner Circle, we should be going together. So it's going to be quite amazing, right? Having a group of entrepreneurs really serving, giving back. And while we are doing so, we get to network and get to know each other. So
Yes,
please
you
let
are
us know.
welcome.
Remember, let us know
Yes.
where is your community service event. We're going to do a blast to Owner Circle community and get everyone to come together.
Yes, please come and join us.
All right. So thank you guys so much. We spent like an hour and 10 minutes together already. You know, time passes so fast. If I can just sum it up, right? If there's one wish I'd like from you guys is I think you guys are doing such an amazing job, especially both of you. If there's one wish I have is to be able to one day see Mini Hero and Green Hero working together to create a bigger impact to the entire community. Yeah, because what I'm seeing is this Green Hero, what you're truly solving is a food waste problem. We do not have a poverty issue. There shouldn't be homeless people. There shouldn't be people who don't have food to eat. The biggest problem is there's no one out there to be able to manage the entire food waste ecosystem. And I think you guys exist for a very specific reason. And I'm blessed that you guys are here in Malaysia to solve this problem. And for Mini Hero as well, what you guys are doing is this. You guys are solving a trust problem. It's not that people don't want to donate to charity homes. It's just that when they are donating, they don't know if they are doing it right, and they don't know if it's a legit thing to do, right? They want to do it. I'm sure there are a lot of people who want to do it because they really want to do it. I know some people, they do it for purpose of Facebook and Instagram. But, but there are people out there who truly want to do it. They want to make a difference. But sometimes you want to donate to the person at Kopitiam. Also, you're thinking, is that a syndicate? Because you hear since young, right? People say that they go and catch all the kids, like go and cut hair and all, go and make them work. Right? We hear all these stories. So you guys are solving what I call a trust issue in the charity industry. So keep up the good work with what you guys are doing. For you guys, if you guys feel that you have learned something over here, you can share your learnings with both Kelvin and also Amanda. I look forward to hear your comments. Right, and for both of you, I look forward to see you guys soon. I know Amanda, even before the crisis. In fact, I was a part to incubate the whole idea of Mini Hero. Right, we went through a whole how many weeks? Few months of incubating the
3
idea.
months.
3 months, right?
Yeah.
Of taking the idea from just an idea to make it a reality. And for Green Hero, I actually heard about you, Kelvin, last year when you won the GSEA. And I thought that whole idea was brilliant. And I'm so blessed that through this crisis, I got to serve you and got to help you to innovate and pivot during this crisis. I look forward to see you in person as well, right?
Yes.
Do take care, guys. If there's one final word for everyone out there, what would that be? For both of you. One message.
I would say where we can do good even with a very, very convenient way, right? And also because we want to do good to something, an organization that we can trust, that we can see 100% transparency. Yeah.
So do keep up with that. And you, Kelvin, what would that be? What's your last message for everyone?
My last message would be that say no to food waste and clean your plate.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for being with me on a Friday evening. I know you guys have a lot of things to do, a lot of work to do to change the world. All right. Look forward to see you guys soon. And for everyone who's with us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and everyone who's with us on a Wednesday afternoon, thank you for being with us. I hope you have gained tremendous value from this session, and I look forward to see you guys again. All right, so thank you guys. I'll see you again. Bye.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.